Hello, welcome to Lessons Learned. I'm Sherry, and this is Finish It Friday, where we see what I've gotten finished this week and what you may have gotten finished this week. So, first of all, let's just talk about the elephant in the room, that being happy days. As you know, if you've been following me on Facebook, I've been posting every day about my progress on this, and it's going well. I just calculated, I have 5 blocks left to get caught up. Today's the 15th, so I think I can do it. So even if it took me 2 to 3 days on each one, I can get it done. And those are not full days, as I mentioned before. That might be an hour or 2 on a block. And I still have one that I'm finishing today to be able to say that I have 5 blocks left. But that's not going to be a problem. I'm well on my way to finishing that one, which no one has seen yet. So if you're interested in this progress on this quilt, join Facebook group if you haven't yet, Lessons Learned, and you can see a post about it every single day. So this week, I got finished this rabbit, this one here, and that might be it this week. I probably did this one this week too. I'm not sure if I showed that last week or not. I feel like I did more than just those 2. I can't remember now. I did one that has like a half. Oh yeah, that was this one. That might be all I got done this week, is those 2. But I feel like I got more done than that. There must have been another one somewhere. And then I put on here kind of what the layout is for it. And then here's a bunch of stars that don't have a place just yet. And then some of these pieces that we did a bunch of in the beginning, I don't have. It goes way down below where my board is, obviously. And some of the blocks aren't exactly where they're supposed to be. There's some holes. And I just put some of those blocks that are supposed to go lower in those spots, so you can get an idea of what it's going to look like. So it's, if I do say so myself, it's pretty impressive. I have these left to do to get caught up, and I think one has 3 blocks and one has 2 blocks. This one has 2. Yeah, so 5. That adds up, doesn't it? And then we have our humble barn stars over here for December. I got those done over last weekend, I believe it was. Super simple, just some little Ohio stars, I think they're called. So those will be in on the barn star project when I start putting that together. I'm not quite to the point where I can start putting big sections together yet. I'm close. And then if you didn't tune into Wednesday's video, I made this little pouch that snaps open. Interesting little method of a closure here. If you're interested in a really simple little bag to put together without a zipper, and it stays closed. So this one is 7.5 by 9 finished, which is bigger than you usually do for these snap type of bags, but it does work fine. And go check it out if you want to make some of these. Goes together really quick. Alright, let's get into some of your makes for this week or in the recent past. I missed one last week, and that's Naomi's, and she had an interesting commission. She said she had been commissioned to make prototypes of bags using upcycled materials. Very limited or altered patterns have been provided to me. Vinyl bag pattern was a nightmare, but I got through it. Teflon foot helped, but I'm wondering if a Teflon zipper foot exists. I think it might. I sure could use one. For now, I have put painter's tape underneath the zipper foot. Yeah, so what she's done here, if you look at each one of these 3 photos I'm going to show you, she had to upcycle the piece of clothing into a bag. So you can see, like here on the yellow and blue one, she has a blue crossbody bag. And then the vinyl pants she made into a little double fanny pack type of bag. And then the red one is also a crossbody bag. That was an interesting assignment. I'm curious as to how you came upon being the victim of having to do that, but you did an awesome job. So congratulations on that challenge. I would say you nailed it. Carla has a finished top. She says, my sweet young boy wanted so badly to make his daddy a quilt for Father's Day. Well, it looks like he'll get it for Christmas. Of course, he needed plenty of help, but he did a great deal of the sewing and all of the planning, even picking the colors and fabrics. So I don't know how old your son is, but you make it sound like he's pretty young, and I think he did a great job with your guidance. Interesting color choices, but it works, and I'm sure his daddy is going to be thrilled with this make that his little boy did. That's really special, really special. Awesome job to your son. Kayleen has made some little pouches. Says, hope you're doing well. Your progress on Happy Days is inspiring. I made these Hemingway pouches today, and it was such an easy and fun make. The pattern is from Center Street Quilts on Etsy. So yeah, that would be cute for like a pencil pouch or an iPad or Kindle pouch there, the bigger one. I love your colors that you chose, your fabrics, with the little pink and white stripe and the black zipper. Very pretty. I'll have to try that pattern out sometime. I'm always looking for a new little fun quick project. Pat says that she has got her binding on her Bonnie Hunter's. You've got 2028. I'm thinking you mean 2018 mystery quilt, Good Fortune. Thanks for your encouragement. Yes, this is gorgeous as well. Bonnie Hunter comes up with some wonderful patterns, and I love those orangey red centers of those blocks there, and lots of half square triangles and a really striking border of half square triangles, both a small one like a miniature, and then your outer is a bigger one. I think those are quarter square triangles on the outside, aren't they? Yes, I can see why it took you so long to get that one done, but congratulations for getting your UFO done. 2018, this is 2023, that's about 5 years, so good for you. I bet you're happy about that. Pam made a fat quarter shop pattern, free pattern up in scraps, and she's got it done. She did that for her granddaughter, and she loves it. I can see why she would love it. It's just a happy little quilt with all those scraps in there. I sound like Bob Ross, don't I? A happy little quilt with happy little scraps and a happy little binding and a happy backing. So cute. I love it too. It's got lots of neat novelty fabrics in there, all things that a little girl would like. Beautiful job. Dolly made a wall hanging, and she called it Autumn Charm. She says she bought a bunch of charm packs from Annie's, and this is the first one that she had ever tried to use, and she added solids of green and brown, and it's been waiting to be quilted for a few weeks, but she couldn't decide on a design for it. She started out with just a little touch of swirls by free motion, and then she didn't know where to go from there, so she fell back onto straight line quilting on her machine. Don't ever feel bad about that. Straight line quilting is awesome. It's where it's at, and that it's where it started, so that's not a bad thing. She tried to do some matchstick as well in the green triangles. I see that. Turned out great. She didn't really care for it as a finished top, but now that it's all quilted, she thinks it's pretty great. And that happens sometimes. Get it all quilted up and bound, and you're like, hey, I like this. I like it. I love it. I love the greens. Green is my thing. With the brown and the oranges, it looks great, and your quilting looks awesome. It just does. You did a great job on that. And then the last one we have is from Victoria, And this is an Autumn Wonders quilt along that Pat Sloan did. Remember, I did that one too. That one has just gotten over with. And Victoria did hers in some turquoises and some other teal, and looks like mostly batiks. And you've got that orangey, earthy color in there, as well as your tans and a little bit of green. I just love this. It kind of gives that Southwest feel. And I didn't see anybody else's Autumn Wonders look like that. That's a great quilt top. Can't wait to see it quilted. All right, good job, everybody. Some great finishes this week. And thank you for putting up with me on Happy Days. There's more to come on that. After I get these 5 blocks done, there's 4 more mailings before the whole thing is done. It's a monster. But, you know, once I get caught up, I won't be so concentrated on that, and you'll see me start some new projects here before long. I still do plan to get the duster done first before I start any more projects. So we'll get this caught up, the duster done, and new projects on the way. And happy day, speaking of happy days, the long arm arrived and is set up in my house. I'm waiting for some training on it that's on its way here in the next day or two, and I'll be sharing some videos with you on that as well. So, all right. Let's keep going through the weekend and get some projects going and finished. Still a busy time of year, but if you can sew a little bit every day, you'll be glad. And we will see you back here on Monday for Monday Quilt Chat. Have a great weekend, and we'll see you soon. Bye.